This week, you are going to apply what you learned about normalization and data types to your term project. So you need to come up with an idea for a database that you're going to be working with the rest of the semester. You're going to be laying out the tables, determining primary keys, and you're also going to be determining foreign keys. You will then be making up at least 5 rows of data for every table. So you're going to be doing this in Excel, and it's very similar to the Chapter 10 Excel textbook assignment. Now, do I expect your tables to be flawless? No, I don't. I expect every single one of you is going to need some help with this because, unless you've worked with databases before, this is going to be your first time trying to, lay out these tables. And it's not as easy as it looks. So I fully expect you all to need help. And what I want is for you to give it a shot. Give it your best shot. And then what I do is I look at every single one of your tables and I go through the normalization process and make sure that you did it right. And if you didn't do it right, I will fix it for you. So how do I do this? Well, I either meet with you in Zoom or I simply record in Zoom the process while I'm going through it, and I send you the recording. So it's kind of up to you if you would prefer to meet with me in person, during my office hours. Please, when you submit the assignment, indicate that you'd like to meet with me in person. Otherwise, I'll probably, when I try to correct these as soon as I get them. So otherwise I'll just pop it open and start up Zoom and do a little video. And, occasionally if people do it absolutely perfect, but that does not happen very often. So I would anticipate there are things that you are going to need to change before we actually create the databases. Just submitting the milestone, as long as you attempted to put things in tables, you will get all 50 points. Okay. But you are going to need to fix any problems before we get to the next phase, which is actually creating the tables. Okay. So this little design phase is critical because if we don't do this right, your database is not going to function properly. And moving forward, when we try to do queries and different things on the database, it's not going to work. And so to avoid all of those problems, that is why I look through everything and I tell you what you need to fix. And more importantly, I tell you why you need to fix it. Okay, so that is our primary focus for this week. Once you finish the milestone, we do have a discussion exercise, and this exercise is one of our significant learning outcomes in this course. So it's something that we need to discuss and we need to cover. And in the past, that was done by making you guys write a paper. And I thought discussion is more pleasant than paper writing. So I have changed it into a discussion. Looking at the drop boxes, here's the one for the industry night out, which is extra credit. Okay, and then we have the final project milestone, and I have directions, which people have found extremely useful. I have a example of several, just kind of generic tables that you can look at. outside of the ones that we've already seen. And then I went through and created my own. If I was going to do a term project, I did one on a business. And so I did a video and I went through the process of creating tables for my fictional business. And then in addition to the spreadsheet sheet, you do need to do an ER diagram. So I did a video on that, and I've also provided a link to the ER diagram. So you can see both. And then you can go through here and look at the requirements. Okay, but it's pretty much what we did last week. And then we get into this legal and ethical issues involved in data sharing. And so there's kind of three main areas that this impacts. And what I want you to do is research one of them. So, you can just kind of pick the one that you're most interested in. And then you're going to post 3 links to sites that you researched. Give me a summary of the legal and ethical issue. Give me a summary of solutions that you come up with, and then tell me which approach you think is best and why it is best. Okay. And then I want you to look through your classmates' postings and reply to at least 2 of them. So I fully expect you guys to need some help this week. And like I said, especially for that spreadsheet that you're going to submit, give it a shot. Okay. Do your best, submit that and the Word document, and you will get all 50 points. Okay. And then I will go through, and if it needs to be fixed, I will fix it for you and explain what I'm doing. Okay. Because this is all a process. It's a learning process. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and have an awesome week.